English with Selena. Improve your speaking and listening with shadowing skill. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English with Selena. Today, we're going to do something really effective for your English speaking. We'll use a technique called shadowing. This means you listen and then immediately repeat what you hear. It's like being an echo. This is super helpful for your pronunciation and rhythm. Get ready to speak English with confidence. So, how does shadowing work? It's simple but powerful. First, listen carefully to the story. Pay attention to the sounds, the stress, and the speed. Don't worry if you don't understand every single word at first. The main goal is to copy the sound. Then, you'll listen again and try to speak at the same time as the speaker. Try to match the tone and the flow. It might feel strange at the beginning, but keep trying. You can start slow and then gradually increase your speed. Remember, practice makes perfect. You can pause the video anytime you need more time to repeat. Our story today is about a young woman named Lily who lives in a small, quiet town. Lily is known for being very quiet and shy. She works at the local library, which is a perfect job for her because it's usually peaceful. She loves books, and she loves helping people find the books they need. But Lily has a little secret. She dreams of being a writer. She writes stories in a notebook every day, but she is too afraid to show them to anyone. She thinks her stories aren't very good. So, she keeps them hidden away. Lily spent her days at the library. She would organize books, help visitors, and enjoy the quiet atmosphere. Sometimes, she would look out the big windows and see people walking by, talking and laughing. She wished she could be more like them, more outgoing and less afraid. In the evenings after work, she would go home, make a cup of tea, and write in her notebook. Her stories were full of magic and adventure, a world very different from her own. One day, a new person came to the library. His name was Mr. Davies, and he was a retired English teacher. He had a kind smile and bright, curious eyes. Mr. Davies noticed Lily's quiet nature, but he also saw a spark in her when she talked about books. One afternoon, he saw her with her notebook. "What are you writing, Lily?" he asked gently. Lily's face turned red. She quickly closed the notebook. "Oh, it's nothing, just some ideas," she mumbled. Mr. Davies smiled. "Ideas are important, Lily. Don't hide them." He didn't push her, but his words stayed with her. A few days later, Mr. Davies came back to the library. He brought a book of short stories by different authors. "Perhaps you might find some inspiration here," he said to Lily. Lily thanked him and took the book. That evening, as she read the stories, she thought about her own writing. She wondered if her stories could ever be as good as the ones in the book. The next time Mr. Davies visited the library, he started talking about a local writing competition. "They are looking for new voices," he said. Lily listened, her heart beating a little faster. "The prize is a chance to have your story published in the town newspaper," Mr. Davies added. Published? The thought was both exciting and terrifying. "I could never do that," Lily thought. But Mr. Davies looked at her with encouragement. "Sometimes, the hardest step is the first one," he said. Lily went home that night and looked at her notebook. Could she really share her stories? After thinking for a long time, she decided she would try. She chose one of her favorite stories, a tale about a small bird that learned to fly despite being afraid of heights. She spent the next few days making it perfect. When it was ready, she felt a knot in her stomach. Taking a deep breath, she walked to the newspaper office. She handed her story to the receptionist, her hand shaking slightly. "This is for the writing competition," she said quietly. The receptionist smiled kindly. "Thank you. We'll let you know." The waiting was the hardest part. Every day, Lily felt nervous. What if they didn't like it? What if it wasn't good enough? A few weeks later, a letter arrived at the library for Lily. Her hands trembled as she opened it. It was from a newspaper office. She read the words slowly. Her story had won. She had won the writing competition. Lily couldn't believe it. She reread the letter several times. Her story would be published. The next day, Mr. Davies came to the library. Lily ran up to him, holding the letter. "Mr. Davies." "Look," she said, her voice full of excitement. Mr. Davies read the letter and smiled widely. "I knew you could do it, Lily. Congratulations." When her story appeared in the newspaper, Lily felt a mix of pride and nervousness. People in the town read it and they loved it. They came to the library and told Lily how much they enjoyed her story. They said it was beautiful and inspiring. Lily was surprised and happy. She realized that sharing her stories wasn't scary after all. It felt good to know that her words could touch other people. After that, Lily wasn't so quiet anymore. She still loved the peace of the library, but she also started talking more to the visitors. She even started a small writing group at the library for people who wanted to write stories. She continued to write, and she wasn't afraid to share her work anymore. She learned that sometimes the things we are most afraid of are the things that can bring us the most joy. And she was so grateful to Mr. Davies for encouraging her to take that first step. Lily's dream of being a writer had come true, not by hiding her stories, but by bravely sharing them with the world. Okay, now let's look at some useful words and phrases from the story. These are common in everyday English. First phrase, quiet nature. This means being a person who doesn't talk a lot and prefers calm places. Example, my friend has a quiet nature. He enjoys reading more than parties. Example, her quiet nature makes her a great listener. Now let's practice saying it. Listen and repeat. Quiet nature. Quiet nature. Next word, spark. In this story, it means a sign of a special talent or feeling. Example, I saw a spark in his eyes when he talked about his dream. Example, the teacher noticed a spark of creativity in her artwork. Let's practice saying it. Spark. Spark. Third phrase, stayed with her. This means something she heard or saw continued to make her think. Example, his kind words stayed with her for a long time. Example, the beautiful image from the movie stayed with her all day. Let's try repeating this phrase. Stayed with her. Stayed with her. Fourth phrase, took a deep breath. This is what people do when they are nervous or need to be brave. Example, before the presentation, he took a deep breath to calm himself. Example, she took a deep breath and opened the door. Practice saying this phrase. Took a deep breath. Took a deep breath. Fifth phrase, felt a knot in her stomach. This describes the feeling of being nervous or anxious. Example, before the test, I felt a knot in my stomach. Example, she felt a knot in her stomach when she saw the letter. Let's practice this phrase. Felt a knot in her stomach. Felt a knot in her stomach. Okay, great job, everyone. Remember, you can pause this video and practice these phrases and words as many times as you need. So, what did we learn from Lily's story? We learned that sometimes we need to be brave and try something new, even if we are scared. Lily's quiet nature didn't stop her from writing wonderful stories. Mr. Davies saw a spark in her, and his words stayed with her. When it was time to share her story, she took a deep breath even though she felt a knot in her stomach. And because she was brave, her dream came true. Now it's your turn. Think about something you want to try, but are a little afraid of. What is it? Write it down or say it out loud. Sharing your ideas is the first step. Keep practicing your English every day. Read out loud, talk to yourself, or find someone to practice with. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will feel. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to learn more English with me, Selena, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me know what you like. And don't forget to subscribe to English with Selena so you don't miss our next video. You can also leave a comment below and tell me what you thought of Lily's story or which part you practiced the most. I love reading your comments. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.